Remember Job, he said, why God? God didn't even give him an answer. He gave him himself. This is all you need to know. It's part of Job's vocation. It's part of your vocation. Now, some people seem to have it in an intensified way. David was one, and of course, Paul was one, and I pray to God I'm not one of those people. You know, although I've had my share, you know, he suffered for the glory of God. In John chapter 9, they said, hey, Jesus, who sinned, this man or his parents, and he was blind? He said, it's for the glory of God. It wasn't anybody's fault. It's for God's glory. And I want you to think about this. One man's vocation, his whole purpose for being alive was to suffer and die. You know who that was? It was Jesus. We follow him to a cross, not a party. But he was the greatest sufferer ever. In Matthew chapter 16, when he was talking about this, Peter said, that is unthinkable. He said, get thee behind me, Satan. We all know that. But see, Peter wanted what we all want. We want salvation without suffering. We want to take suffering out of this equation called salvation. And it's the only reason we are saved. It's an intense emotion. You know, even as I'm saying this right now, and I'm just trying to give you food for thought, maybe think and feel with God along with you. Even as I'm talking about this, and I'm talking about emotions, I'm talking about joy, and I'm talking about, I can remember most vividly suffering times right now as I'm speaking. Deep, deep times of suffering. Jesus didn't go to the cross laughing and dancing. He went screaming and crying. He was sobbing in Gethsemane. And in fact, it's a heaving, convulsive sigh, face in the dirt. He was a mess. He was sweating drops of blood. He didn't want to go anything but this. Let this cup pass from me. The only way he endured was he knew that his Father was sending him there. That's the only way he endured. He knew his Father. And if you don't know that the Father is sending you into what you're going into, you'll never make it through. Yes, he did say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? But in the end, he said, into your hands I commit my spirit.